How amazing. Tampa, Florida. This is Maggie from Manhattan. Did you attend the Taylor Swift wedding ceremony, Maggie?
No, I didn't get an invite. They must have made a mistake.
They must have. Must have. Fairfax or Fairfax? Charleston, Lebanon. Wow. Minneapolis, High Point. Welcome. Okay, so now tell me in the chat, how are you feeling today? What's the dominant feeling? Excited, happy, fine, optimistic, excited, and anxious. Okay, I'm feeling excited and happy. Let's go. Okay, we are at time. Is this your, let me know if this is your first time. Just wave your hand. If this is your first time in our mastermind, okay. Okay, all right. And says, ready to absorb. Candice is happy. Awesome. Okay. For those of you who are joining us for the first time in the mastermind, I'm going to give you an overview of how it works. So we're going to do a first round of introduction. So you're going to introduce yourself, what you do, and how people can reach you, like your social media and your website. Once you're done introducing yourself, I invite you to put your links in the chat. So introduce yourself in the chat, your name, what you do, your website, and your links. I'm going to grab all of that at the end of the call. I'm going to put it in a directory, Google Doc, and I'm going to give you access to that document. So you have everyone's contact details. Okay, so that's the first part. And then the second part, we're going to mastermind. We're going to learn from each other. What's working right now? How are you signing clients? And that's my favorite part because I get to hear and we all get to learn from each other how we are growing our businesses right now. Okay. Any questions before we start? Okay, I have to say, if this is your first time in our networking or mastermind, you might feel some nerves, right? You might be like, oh my God, I'm nervous. How do I say this? I want to say it's okay. Okay, that's how we learn. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to learn how to introduce yourself because ultimately, you have to, I always tell people, you have to generate desire in people when you introduce yourself. Okay, so this replay will be available on my YouTube channel, on my podcast. Some people have landed clients just from people hearing their introduction. Okay, so this is how we practice, this is how we get better. So I want you to think about how you introduce yourself to generate desire. So that I'm like, that's interesting the way Marvelous said that. I'm gonna reach out to Marvelous. Okay, so this is how we'll learn how to introduce ourselves. Okay, so we are going to go um, clockwise according to how I see your lovely faces on my screen. So it's going to be a quick round of introduction. So it's going to be your name, what you do, and then your social media. Okay, I'm going to start first to give you an idea of how it goes. Hi, everybody. My name is Joy Rowland. I am the founder of Next Level Women, and my mission is to help women enter their next level. I call myself an income elevation strategist because I love to see women win. You can find me on my website. It's www.joyrowland.com. I'm also available on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Just search Joy Rowland. Happy to be here. Easy, right? Okay. Candice, I see you're off camera, but you already told me you were multitasking. Do you want to? Okay, let's go. So we're gonna go Candice first, then Dr. Leah, then Marvelous.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Candice Wilson. I am a life insurance specialist, also, working with investments as well. So this is crazy since I actually just started on social media. So I am actually on Instagram under I am the THEE Candice Wilson. Um, uh-oh.
Oh,
Are
I
you able
can
to
hear
hear
you,
me now?
Candice. Yeah, I
Oh,
can hear
okay.
you, Candice.
And so I will actually upload all of my networking information inside of the chat. Thank you.
Uh, Awesome. Great to have you here. Dr. Leah and then Marvelous.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Leah Cunningham. I'm an emotional health and wellness educator, and I teach midlife women about unresolved emotional trauma. And I speak to women about that regarding things they have experienced in their past and now is affecting them in their future as adults. And some of our behaviors and our lifestyles and what we do is not quite what we thought. And a lot of it has to do with unresolved emotional experiences that we had that we never stopped to really address. And so that's what I do. I find women feel is very effective. I have three tiers that I do it from. I am a two times published author. I'm a speaker and I am a life coach. You can find me on all the platforms. I will put that into the chat. My main one is YouTube. Please follow me. And also I have LinkedIn and I also have Instagram. And I thank you for the opportunity. I'm looking for some great things. I have heard from Joy Rowland many, many times. I can't stop from following her. You will walk away with gems and valuable deliverables instantly. And I promise you, you'll come back and say, you were right. So I'm interested and glad to see everyone here. Thanks, Joy.
Awesome. So great to have you here, Dr. Leah. Amanda was giving you hearts as you were introducing yourself. I always like to say this whenever I'm in the room with Dr. Leah. She is a veteran of the U.S. Navy, and she's been awarded 3 times medal for her honorable service and exemplary service in the U.S. Navy. And it's just a privilege to always share space with Dr. Leah. So great to have you here. I know, right? Thank you for your service. Okay. We're gonna
Thanks
have,
again.
you're welcome. Marvelous, then Rebecca, then Amanda.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Marvelous, and I'm starting new. I just retired last year, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'm interested in helping people who care about the people they serve or support or care for, and they have a hard time letting it go at the end of the day. So they're so invested in the outcome. I mean, helping professionals like educators, social workers, leaders, caregivers, that gradually they start noticing they have less left for themselves and the other people that they love. So, or the other responsibilities in their life. So I want to help them keep doing what's meaningful without it gradually depleting them. So I have experience in that area. So that's why I chose this. It was a niche that I wanted to work in. And I on purpose I don't have a website yet because I want some clients. I have experience in this, but I'm using the material in a branch that I'm creating. So I just have a new LinkedIn, which needs to be updated already, but and an email. But you're more than welcome to ever contact me, and I'll put that in the chat.
Awesome. Great to have you here. What stood out to me as you were speaking was when you said, this is what I want to do forever. Like, same for me as well. When you find that thing that really lights you up, you never want to retire. So great to have you here. Marvelous.
Mhm.
Rebecca, then Amanda, then Tiona.
Hi guys. Good morning or good night or good wherever you guys are. I am a mortgage loan officer. I have been in this industry for a year officially, but I've been a mortgage loan officer assistant for the last 3 years. I am from Minnesota, but my headquarters is in Massachusetts. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else.
Great to have you here, Rebecca. Please put your details in the chat as well. Amanda, then Tiona, then Maggie.
Hello. You hear me okay? Oh, there are two Amandas.
Oh, sorry. Both of you have Amanda in your name. Okay, so Okay, Amanda driving, you can go. And
Okay.
then Amanda next.
So my name's Amanda Fiedler, and I am
Amanda, we can't hear you. I can see your lips
yeah,
moving, but we cannot hear.
okay. I got my dog in the car, so is that better? Is that better? No?
I
Is that
think you're going in and out.
okay? I'll go again. You skip me and I'll come back.
Okay, Amanda go first. Amanda with the baseball hat, and then Amanda will come next.
Well, hey everybody. I am in the process of beginning a life coaching business. So I just currently right now working, just work. And then also just the only thing that I have so far is some certifications and just basically the know-how, the skills, the what to do, what not to do, but I haven't really actually started anything yet.
Okay, great to have you here. Tiona, then Maggie.
Hi, I'm Tiona. So I just built a networking platform for entrepreneurs. I actually launched it like 2 weeks ago, and since then I got 7 people on there. So that's exciting that people are actually joining it. Yay. I also know how to do websites. I built both of my websites myself. So if anyone needs help with a website, I can, just, send me a message. I can help with that. It's pretty easy for me to do that. And besides that, I also have a professional home organization business. So all the things that I do are fairly new. I had one client so far with my organization business, and right before I hopped on this call, I saw that somebody sent me an inquiry from our website. So possibly another client. So that's exciting. But yeah, that's it. I don't know what else I'm supposed to say, but that's what I do right now. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Congratulations on those wins. So great to have you here. Please put your details in the chat. You can also post samples of the work you've done, like your website, so people can go check it out. Also, if you have a lead magnet, so if you have a workshop that you've done or an upcoming event, put all of those in the chat as well. Okay. Maggie and then Mandy.
Hi, everyone. My name's Maggie. I'm an executive coach. I had more than 30 years of experience working as this, in HR. I was the CHRO for a large healthcare company. And when I left there, I decided I wanted to work with executives on career management. Too many times you see them flub up, and you'd be surprised how some top executives within less than 6 months are ousted from their jobs. So I wanted to help people to guide them not on getting new jobs per se, but on how to manage your career effectively. I also work with small business owners on how to achieve their goals. I have a variety of certifications that I've gained over the years. And I did already put in my website and my LinkedIn contact information. I am not on things like, well, there might be a photograph of me, but I'm not on things like Instagram and Facebook and those sorts of things. But anyway, I greatly enjoy what I do, but like everybody, it's something that you need to keep working at to bring in new clients, because clients are with you for a while and then you move on to the next ones. So anyway, I'm glad to be here and glad to meet all of you ladies.
Awesome. So great to have you here, Maggie. Mandy, then Ariun, and then Simone.
You said Mandy?
Yeah, Mandy.
Okay, all right. How y'all doing? My name's Mandy Griffin. I actually work for a firm in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm a director of business development and recruiting. We're a financial planning company. I'm new here to this group, but I'm not new to the business. I've been in the business for 20 years. I wear several different hats, whether it be sales or recruiting or leadership, training, things of that sort. I am on LinkedIn. I'll put it in the chat, but again, happy to be here. Nice to meet all of you.
Awesome. Great to have you here, Mandy. Ariane and Simone, and then Darlene. Ariane, please correct me if I'm pronouncing your name wrong.
It's Ariane. You were very, very close.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Ariane. I am a realtor in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm also licensed in Cleveland, Ohio. I specialize in helping first-time home buyers and also veterans because I'm a veteran myself. And thank you. And I already put my information in the chat, but everything is sold by Ariane. I'm primarily on TikTok and then Instagram. I do have a
Awesome.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
Okay. Great to have you here. I see Simone is off. Darlene, then
Here.
Amanda, and last. Oh, we
I'm
can't
so
see
sorry.
you.
I'm here. I don't know. My camera's not working. I don't know if it's the service, but we're having a bad storm, so I think that's why. But good afternoon, ladies. My name is Simone Mitchell. I'm the owner of Mitchell Mobile Notary, specializing in elder documents, so things like medical advance directives, trust estates, wills, power of attorney. I do a lot of bedside notary for people that are unable to travel. I also own a mobile fingerprinting business, doing on-site fingerprinting for companies looking to hire new employees. And I'm looking forward to networking with all of you ladies. Thank you.
Awesome. Great to have you here. Darlene, and then Amanda. For those of you who just joined, we are doing a quick round of introductions before we go into Mastermind. Go ahead, Darlene.
Hi, everyone. My name is Darlene Jackson. I am a realtor here in New York City. I go by No Limits Realtor because that is my business under my LLC. So right now, I believe I'm going to be on a spiritual journey because I'm in between. Do I still want to continue in real estate, or do I want to try my hand at something else? And it's not really trying my hand at something else. It's really, where is God calling me to? And I might not can mix the both. And sometimes when God calls you, you have to let go of things that you have become familiar with, but also trust that He has something better for you. I would hate to leave it because I deal with a lot of people and I like my customers or my clients and things of that nature. But when God calls, I must answer. So I'm kind of like, I think I'm going to have to take a sabbatical.
Awesome. Great to have you here, Darlene. Amanda, you're home now. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm Amanda Fiedler. I'm a licensed insurance broker with Anchor Benefit Advisors. I'm licensed in Florida. I'm licensed in a lot of states, but I focus mainly on Florida, Texas, Tennessee, Mississippi, North and South Carolina. I am on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, all those things. And now that I'm home, I will put that all my links in the chat. And
Awesome.
I actually loved your thing that I just watched over the weekend. It was wonderful. So I highly recommend everyone on this call, if you have not been in that one with the LinkedIn, definitely figure out how to view that because it's good stuff. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amanda. That truly means a lot. So Amanda is referring to a workshop I just did on last Thursday, on how to close clients on LinkedIn. And it's incredible. And I'm gonna come back to Amanda. It's incredible how we started conversing via email, and this is what I teach all of my clients to do, right? We started a relationship via email, and the feedback she's been giving me via email is just mind blowing, and this is exactly what I teach my clients to do. Another thing I want to talk about Amanda, and we're gonna come back to Amanda. Has just been rewarded at work, and she's actually going on an all expenses paid trip to Cancun in Mexico. So I'm going to specifically come back to Amanda so she can tell us how she's actually landing these clients. So great to see you here. This is the first time I'm seeing you
I
face to
know,
face. Like,
in
I know
real
we
life,
see face to
in real
face, but
life.
it's Zoom,
Yes,
right? But we've
yeah,
been conversing via email, and it's just so powerful how we can build amazing businesses virtually. So
yeah.
great to have you,
Yeah,
Amanda.
I really liked how, because you asked, to reply, you said about you and asked to reply and said that you read them and you really want to know. So I kind of maybe went too far, but I know that you read it. You read what I said, and it was great. And so I mean, you practice what you preach, and there's a lot some to be said about that. So Love it.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Amanda, for being here. Aaliyah and then Cynthia.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah. I'm a certified pediatric sleep consultant. So I help families who are sleep deprived with infants and toddlers and are looking to stop sleep associations that depend on the need of parent assistance to fall asleep or stay asleep. I'm also starting a course to become a potty consultant as well for those who are struggling to teach their little ones to potty train. And I already did leave all my information in the chat if anybody wants to connect.
Awesome. Great to have you here, Aaliyah. Cynthia, and then lastly, Heingo.
Good morning. I'm tuning in from Las Vegas and I look a wreck because I'm in the process of moving to Dallas. So I just cleaned out my storage and all of that. But the reason I'm on the call is I was on the call Thursday and it was just like such an awareness of having the conversation because I'm coming back from caring for my parents. So a lot of the ladies in here, I'm just like, where were you 5 years ago? Where were you 30 years ago? Like Aaliyah, I could have used you when my daughter was keeping me up at night. But I am in tax law. And so I've helped people as a real estate investor to, with the HAMP program, mitigate their loss. And then going through caring for my parents for many years, they passed at 86 and 87. Um, I noticed they were entrepreneurs and I had seen them from a child start their business till the end. And at the very end, money wasn't as important as it was in the beginning as the relationships in the end. And that was really special to see. They both had personal businesses. My dad was a barber and my mom was a daycare provider. But what changed their lives was real estate. And that impacted me when I was 13. They got commercial mixed property and it brought three more streams of income into the household, which changed everything forever. And then learned about the 1031 exchange code. And so, they deferred uh, their capital gains tax by passing the property on to my brother and I. But it's just, I have a full picture, the spectrum from one end to the other. So my specialty is exit planning. And so I like to work with owners from bookkeeping to the depreciation and the loss of potentially with capital gains. I had a client, they sold their business for $17 million dollars, and they had a capital gains of 1.8 million. And I was able to bring that down to 356,000. And we're trying to shave off another 100K with another code. So it's really powerful. A lot of people don't understand. They pay their taxes, but when you go and I just want to say this one thing and I'll be quiet, I promise. Just understand that when you report, that's a compliance period. It's after the facts. So if you could have saved something this year, if you wait and you say, I'm going to meet with my accountant in March, it's too late. It's too late because the door closed on the 31st of December. So that's why it hasn't been a practice to, help you save except for the basics like, deductions for mileage and, a few things that were there all along, but not the nuances. So anyway, that's what I help people do, mitigate loss in their, finances. And that's it. I'll just
So great to have you here, Cynthia. I can so relate to what you just said because one of my mentors, Myron Golden. How many of you know Myron
Oh
Golden?
yes. Oh yes. Wonderful.
Yeah, on one of his videos, he said that he had paid income tax of over 2 million in one of the years, right? So income tax of $2 million, and then an accountant came into his life and said, I can actually help you reduce your taxes to less than $200,000 per year using real estate investing. And he didn't believe this at first. This guy did his magic, and then the following year he paid less than 200,000. So
Yeah.
I can so relate to what you said. It's about learning what the tax code says. There are so many advantages to learning the tax code. And if you cannot learn the tax code because it's a very lengthy document, right? You need to
Yeah.
hire experts who can help you reduce your taxes incrementally. Like, it's so crazy the amount of money rich people get to save. But middle class America are not even aware of these strategies, and then they're keeping hundreds of thousands in dollars, so in taxes. So I can relate to what you just said, and I'm so glad you are in my community, because as the community grows, I want to bring you on to like host a workshop to actually teach women how to actually reduce their taxes so that we keep more of what we make. So thank you so much for that.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Awesome. And lastly, Heingo, and then we go into mastermind.
Hi everyone. So I just started as financial advisor. I'm in Ottawa, Canada. I've been an immigrant myself. My goal is to help immigrants build and protect their revenue and grow financially so that they can build the life that they came here to build for themselves and for families and their kids. And I'm looking forward to share and to learn from all of you.
Awesome. Great to have you here. Okay. Did I miss anyone? Zoila, did you go already? Oh, you're muted.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
I have some construction in the background, so if you can't hear me, just let me know. So I'm back again. Thank you. I was here last week when you had your session. Very happy to be joining this beautiful network of women. I think it's very inspiring and encouraging because sometimes we have some ups, right? And sometimes we have a little bit of downs. And so it's like, it's interesting, this journey, because I am a self-storage investor, but I'm launching a coloring book for kids, and that's new for me. And there's a lot of little things that I have to figure out. And so you just have to keep plugging away to make sure that, you get to where you want to be. But nevertheless, glad to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my name and email in the chat. And once I have my landing page, I'll post it in your directory. All righty. Thank you.
Awesome. So great to have you here, Zoila. Always a pleasure. And I love it that people keep coming back. And that's what lights me up, that people find value in these sessions and keep coming back. Okay. So if you haven't put your details yet in the chat, remember to put your details so you get on the directory, your name, your full name, your website, what you do, your social media links. And if you have any lead magnet or workshop coming up, put that in the chat as well. Okay, so in this segment, this is my favorite segment, we get to learn from each other what's working right now. How are people signing clients? Because at the end of the day, that's what we all want, right? We want to grow our businesses. We want to sign clients consistently in our businesses. So in July 2026, what strategies are working for people right now? So think about the last client you signed. How did they find you? What kind of marketing strategy did you use? I want to start with Amanda first because I love how she's growing her business. So, Amanda, those clients you've signed, and for those who just joined earlier, I said Amanda has been rewarded by her company. She's going on an all expenses paid trip to Cancun, Mexico. So, Amanda, go ahead and share with us.
So I, for the last year, focused just on life insurance. And in February, I decided to switch to a different company and do more health, life, Medicare supplements, health supplements, all that good stuff. And so on March 1st, so I started in February, March 1st, they started the contest and it ran from March 1st to May 31st. And it was the top 10 agents that wrote the most applications and the most annual premium. And they would get, all expense paid trip to Cancun with a guest, which I'm not bringing one, but that's okay. And so I honestly was like, I'm going to make that trip. Like, I'm just going to make that trip because I just, that was just in my head as I'm totally going. And I just kind of like, I felt a little like I was bouncing around too much at the time that it was happening because I was going to, chamber events. I joined the Chamber of Commerce immediately. I was doing chamber events. I was invited via like a networking thing on Facebook to do a senior health expo, which didn't get me any business at all, but I was navigating that. I was trying to do social media every day. I was making the calls from, you know, the leads that they allowed me to purchase with my marketing dollars. I was calling them. I also was calling people that I know, like personally, and just saying, "Hi, how are you?" Because, you know, a lot of people aren't asked that. Most people are just, you know, straight into business. So I was just kind of saying, how are you? How's your family? You know, I haven't talked to you in a while, and just kind of told them, you know, what I do now. And I got a lot of business that way as well. And then referrals. Because like I have a mentor I'm in Florida, he's in Mississippi, and he gets kind of mad at me sometimes because I will spend a substantial amount of time helping somebody that's not really making me money. But I feel not obligated. I feel compelled to help people. Like that's why I'm in this business. Truly, I'm in this business to help people. And if I'm not helping people, if it's all about, you know, money, 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 then that's not, you know, that's not me. So I think that having that mindset has helped me because I get a lot of referrals. Just a lot of referrals. I am contracted with the carriers, so I don't work for insurance companies. I work for my people, and I think that reflects in the passion that I have in it. Specifically, I not really so much the health side. I'm more drawn to critical illness, cancer protection, life insurance, that kind of thing, because I lost my dad when he was pretty young, 58, and he was diagnosed with cancer and passed away in 5 weeks. And it just destroyed our family, destroyed me for a while. Like, I'm just now coming back to who am I? What am I doing? Like, you know, I made a lot of bad decisions and stuff. So I don't want other people to have to experience that because people don't really realize it until it's too late. Like it really will, you know, if you don't have your affairs in order, it can rip your family apart. And it's sad, and you know, not what my dad would have wanted, but me and my sister still don't talk to this day. And I truly want to help people, you know, realize that, you know, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So I think that my passion and just my service to people is what got me so far so fast. But I really don't know because I kind of just got a lot of stuff going everywhere here.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think it comes across in how you run your business, right? And many women that come in our community are driven by passion, passion for their work, not just for the dollars and cents. And so it comes across in how you market yourself and how you're um, being a successful woman. So congratulations on your success. I know this is the beginning of greater things to come. So thank you for
Thank you.
sharing that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Think about your last client. How did you sign them? Go ahead, Candice.
Good afternoon again, everyone. Amanda, that was like very, very touching. It's almost like my story because we're literally in the same field. And so I just want to say, you know, just thank you that it's literally not just me at all wanting to just go out there and just, you know, work for our people, as I always say as well. So my last client, a lot of my business has actually come from word of mouth. And so I'm still in that warm market, but it's because, you know, when people trust you, they know that you're not going to steer them wrong. They are willing to, you know, put it out there that, hey, this person helped me. I know that she can help you. And it's, you know, from a myriad of things that that I'm doing as well. And so when you have, and it's mostly from, a lot of it has come from family and friends, but it's mostly just different clients. I was like, hey, reach out to her. She helped me. If she can't help you, she will find someone that can, or she will know someone that actually can. And so I believe that with the warm markets and just being personable with people and being able to help others, um, not like, you know, like Amanda said, just to piggyback off of that, it's not even about the money. It's about making sure that we are helping, you know, someone as well. But I will say that my last client did not know her at all. She called up and she's like, "Hey, I got your number from, you know, a previous client," and she was like, they, you know, spoke really highly of you, and I believe that you can help, you know, help me and my family. And I'm like, okay, you know, let's just sit down. And it was a life change. And, you know, just actually even doing a financial needs analysis just to let them know what it is that they actually need, even for retirement. So, you know, it went beyond just life insurance as well. It just went further, to help them with their finances as well. So just being personable, I think, goes a very, very long way.
Yeah, thank you so much for
Oh,
sharing that, Candice.
and Amanda, if you need a +1 for your trip, I am available.
Me too. So good. Yeah, being personable. I love that so much because, especially, I want to say bro marketing, like the way men teach to build businesses. They don't do all of this personable language that we're doing, right? And I find that my business goes further faster when I allow myself to get to know people, allow people to get to know me, and I serve from a place of value. So thank you so much for saying that because at the end of the day, there are a million and one other people doing exactly what we do, right? Your niche, your specific niche. The only thing that differentiates you from the other million or 10 million other people doing what you do is you. And so you allowing your personality to shine will help you win more business. So thank you so much, Candice, for sharing that. Anybody else think about your last paid client? How did they find you?
Joy, I'll say something. First of all, I just want to appreciate what everyone is saying, Amanda and Candace. When you talk about being personable, I can relate to that. And what I'll say to that, something that I have learned from Joy, I've been one of Joy's high ticket clients for about 6 months. And she has taught me so much about the business and not so much about things I thought I knew, but the things I had no idea even existed to make your business grow. And one of the things when you talk about personable is how to be personable, but still make sure you do your deliverables so that people get both. They get what they come for, but they also get to meet you. And I thought that was very valuable how she teaches it so it's so effective. And so my clients that I have landed, several of them came from being what Joy teaches was being consistent and then being visible. And so I just thought by people, can find you, every now and again and showing up here and showing up there. But the teaching that she did for me made such a difference by me being on as many platforms as possible, being consistent in what I teach if the same information, same message, just on different platforms wherever people will find you at, and then being visible as often as you can be. And that made such a difference in the clients. And as well, because I have another tier, because I'm a speaker, I'm already booked for the rest of the year with paid speaking engagements. And because I believe in taking time, yeah, thanks, Candace. Because I believe in taking time for myself, for my family, my husband. I don't have anything for November, December because those are holiday months. So we both have promised each other, because my husband has several online businesses too, to make sure that's time for family and, regrouping and launching for the following year. So from this month all the way to October, my all my speaking engagements are booked. And so in my online clients that I do with coaching, I've learned how to get them by the visibility. And one of the things that Joy also taught was workshop. And so I have one on Eventbrite free every month. And people find me there and they know to look for me every month. So there's something to be said about having coaching and being a mentor and having a business, but learning how to get your clients with things that you may not have even thought about, but make so much an impact for people who are looking for you. And so I just kind of wanted to share that. And even recently, I was talking with one of the ones that I had did a coaching with, and she also was sharing with me how she hasn't been getting some of my notifications, like my emails and things like that, which gave me a bug to know I need to check some of my systems. So sometimes we have things in place that we think are working, and I'm thinking, oh, not so much. So there's so many strategies to building a business, not just with the clients, but also with the strategies for success that I have been many takeaways for me with working with Joy. And so, so all you that are here, and what some of you have already said so far, you are just sitting in a position to just elevate yourselves if you are open to be taught. And so, so I feel honored to be able to share that, and also honored to just be able to be one of her high ticket clients that has made such a profound difference that now I have high ticket clients. So it works.
Oh my gosh, Dr. Leah. Okay, so everyone, I didn't pay her to say everything she just said. Like we didn't plan this. So I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Leah. And your journey has really, really inspired me. So the way she's showing up and what she said about consistency, being visible. Now, being visible is not something that comes naturally to us, especially as women, right? But the way Dr. Leah is now being visible is a strategic way, and she's using workshop, which is what I teach all my clients, using workshop to be visible once every month. So now when she doesn't have a workshop in a month, people reach out to her and say, where are you? Right? So, and that's such a powerful way to grow a business in a way that aligns with her. So she is so much in love with her husband, and she's now had 6 paid speaking engagement. I actually did a post about her on LinkedIn. She now has 6 speaking engagement booked until November and December. So she's taking November and December off. How aligned is that? To have a business where you can say, oh my gosh, I'm taking November and December off to spend with my husband. So being visible, being consistent is the way. And her business is soaring, right? And please, Dr. Leah, if you have the Eventbrite link for the upcoming one, please drop it in the chat so people can go check it out. Check out her branding, how she's positioning herself, how she speaks to her audience, all of that. Those are skills we can learn, right? We don't, like, we weren't born learning how to talk about business in a way that sparks desire in people, right? So for all of us on the call, this is the skill we need to learn. And Dr. Leah does this beautifully, sparking desire in your target audience so that when you speak, they're like, "Ah, I need to talk to her. I need her help," right? That's a skill. Storytelling, um, client testimonials, right? She has amazing testimonials. I had to work with her to say, it's okay to share those testimonials. Let people know, because here's the thing that many of us might not want to hear. Nobody wants to be the first to buy your business, to invest in your services. Nobody wants to be the first to buy. They want to see that you've gotten results for other people first. So our job is to tell our story in a compelling way, especially client testimonials. Tell our story in a compelling way that other people be like, oh, I need to work with Maggie. I need to work with Dr. Leah. I need to work with Simone, Marvelous, Amanda, Candice, all of us on this call. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Leah, for sharing that. So powerful. Okay. Anybody else? Your last paid client, how did they find you? What's holding us back from being more visible? What's holding us back from being more visible in a way that we sign clients, right? Because visibility doesn't equal clients automatically, right? So, in your experience, what do you think is holding you back from getting your business to where you want it to get to? Maybe your goal is 10K months, 20K months, 30K months. What's holding you back from actually manifesting your goals? Go ahead, Miss Maggie.
So, in my case, when I recently, or fairly recently, redeveloped my website, and the person who helped me design it didn't do the website per se. I had a technical person do that. She helped me design it. And also, she's like a branding person. And one of the things that she wanted me to do, and she gave me a whole big list of them, was to send out emails to everybody, email after email after email. So you send out the first one, and then a week later, another, and another, and another. And I, quite frankly, found that obnoxious because I get that all the time. You know, there are people that on LinkedIn, for instance, are always drumming me up for their business, you know. And I thought, I can't do that. That is, to me, not genuine. It's just clogging up people's inboxes, and they're probably deleting them anyway. So it wasn't right for me. So my clients that I have all been word of mouth, which probably is not the most efficient. But I heard something yesterday that I'd like to share with everybody that I think that I'm going to do that I think will really help. I spoke to a woman who's very, very good in sales, has done sales her entire career. And she said, forget the emails, forget all of that. She said, the way you do it is, first of all, it's got to be more genuine. So join things where you are helping, whether it's a volunteer type of association but join things where people get to know you rather than, an email coming through or a networking thing where you're shoving cards into people's faces. Join volunteer groups. And she said, you will be surprised how quickly the business will come because people want to help. It's in their natural instinct to help. So I thought, well, that's really good advice. So that's what I was doing this morning, was looking up things that really interest me. She said that was another thing. Find things that are really of interest to you, like whether it's the National Historical Society or it's something else or whatever. And I thought, well, I'll give that a go. Now, quite honestly, I don't know if it's going to work. I just want to pass on the bit of advice that I got that may resonate with some of you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maggie, for sharing all of that. And what you said at the beginning about that strategy of emailing people, those were cold emails. That didn't sit right with you, right? Like, because you are heart-centered, right? So I want to underline what you said about it not being right with you, and it goes to any other marketing strategy we try, right? It needs to feel right, because if it doesn't feel right, we're not going to do it consistently, right? If you want to sign clients on a consistent basis, you have to choose a marketing strategy that you love, that you cannot wait to show up for your clients and be visible. And one of the ways you show people you can help them, how do we show people we can help them in all of our various niches?
Well, I think
We
it's
show
actually
people. Sorry,
speaking.
go ahead.
I think it's actually speaking to them and them seeing who you are, rather than, some invisible person behind an email or whatever it may be. I mean, I'm sure it works for some people, but it wasn't my cup of tea, so to speak.
Yeah. So the best way we show people we can help them is by actually helping them. The best way we show people that we are the person to serve them in that capacity is by actually helping them. How? Imagine hosting a workshop and actually helping people in the workshop. And if you were on my email list, I think it must have been 5 days ago, I shared a screen grab of someone who attended my workshop and went through the hurdles of LinkedIn to send me a private message. So we weren't connected, but she wanted me to know how powerful that workshop was, that she was actually getting something she can implement in her business. So even though she's never paid me $1, but I've already helped her because she attended my workshop and she got insights that she's going to implement. So I always say the best way to show people you can help them is by actually helping them. Imagine you're a weight loss coach. You host a workshop and you teach people how to lose 5 pounds, and they implement your strategy and they actually lose 5 pounds. They already see that you can help them. So it's easy to convert them into clients. So I always say the best way to show people you can help them is by actually helping them. And the way I have found that works for me is hosting regular workshops and then posting the replay of my workshops on YouTube, because more people find the workshop, and that's how I have a steady flow of clients. Okay, so, oh, did you hear me?
You were silent for me too.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was just saying that that's how I have a steady flow of clients, by actually helping people for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that makes
help
sense.
people for free before they even pay you $1. Help them and you're like, Maggie helped me get this result. Imagine if I worked with Maggie.
Yeah. Well, that I do anyway, but in a different way. I do things for free. Yeah. Especially for laid off people. They get my services they get 4 free sessions.
Yeah, but you have to do it in a way that is scalable. right? If you're helping people one-on-one on free sessions, like there's only 24 hours in a day. Okay, so I would advise you check your strategy so that you are helping people one to many, right? Because that way you're not tying down your time helping people one-on-one. You can help people through your posts. You can help people through your emails. Okay, it doesn't have to be one-on-one sessions for free, right? This is not a charity. We're running a business here, right?
Joy, can I just say something?
Yes.
My husband tells me that all the time with my business because I'm always telling him I'm working on this free guide and this free guide. And he goes, "You're running a business, you're not running a charity." I'm sick of hearing the word free. So I can really relate to that part. And another thing he says is, I agree with like the email sequence and everything. I have been searching nonstop how to get clients consistently, and I'm following everything that everybody says. And he's like, it's not working for you, obviously. So try something else that they're not doing, and maybe that will work for you. So I've been looking into doing more like pop-up booth events because nobody in my niche really does that. So I haven't done it yet, but I'm looking into it to see if that will help me with my situation.
Okay, that's very interesting. So, is it that you work with people in person? That's why you need to do a pop-up booth, or you can help people online?
I help people online, but it's getting the visibility out there. Like, I'm not on social media, and I feel like that's where a lot of my clients would be, is on social media. So that's why I'm trying to get like out into the public.
Okay, but you really don't. Yeah, go ahead. I was gonna say you really don't need social media to have a successful business. So imagine hosting a workshop for free, and the title of your workshop is How to Sleep Better at Night When Your Child Cries All the Time, for
I
example.
have had workshops up, but I haven't had anybody sign up for them. Again, it's getting the word out there about it that I'm struggling with to let people know. I've had them up on Eventbrite.
Yeah. Yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead, Mike.
No, I just had a thought. Aaliyah, have you gone to obstetricians practices and places like that, that are going to be dealing with new babies being born?
Yep, I've dealt with pediatricians, lactation consultants, doulas, midwives, dentists, you name it.
Okay. I was gonna say about the Eventbrite. The way you get people on your Eventbrite is by running ads. So
Okay.
you don't need social media. On Eventbrite Marketplace, there are people searching for workshops on Eventbrite. So for example, I have a new program for parents, teaching parents how to teach their children about money, right? I just posted it on Eventbrite, boosted that, and so far I have about 30 people sign up, right?
Okay.
I didn't have to go to social media to say, "Are you a mom? Please, I'm hosting a workshop, sign up." No. I boosted the ad on Eventbrite, and on Eventbrite Marketplace. Any mom and any dad that saw my ad, read the description of my workshop on Eventbrite, signed up. And I'm having the workshop in about 5 days or so. I don't know the exact date. So you do not need to chase people on social media to join your workshop, especially if you use the tags correctly on Eventbrite. And I'm going to be running a free workshop very soon in the future on how to use Eventbrite to grow your business. You don't need social media if you know how to use Eventbrite properly using the
Okay.
tags. Okay.
Yeah, that would be helpful. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Go ahead, Go, and then Rebecca.
Yeah, thank you all for the sharing. I'm just starting. I'm very new to selling and offering my service, and I'm also new to a new country. I'm an immigrant myself, so I'm very finding the way where do I start? So I got ideas from all of you, the volunteer groups using the booth and Eventbrite. But if I guess my question would be like, if anyone remembers, how did you start when you started? Because I'm new in a new country, I don't have warm market, but it's something that I really have into heart to help people with because I started helping my own family and I don't have lots of testimony. As I said, I'm just starting. So that's what's holding me back to respond to the question. Yeah, and that's why I'm here. Thank you.
Awesome. Great to have you here, Hango. I'm also an immigrant myself, so I understand exactly where you're at. Are you still on the call or you dropped? Oh,
I'm
yeah,
still
she's
here.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
You moved on the screen. Okay. So here's what I would recommend. I recommend you start doing videos. Do you have a YouTube channel?
Not yet.
Okay. So it's free to create, and you're gonna be doing bite-sized videos. All right. And there are two reasons why I recommend you do this. It's going to help you learn how to talk about your business in a more compelling way the more you do it. So when I started this 4 years ago, I had no idea what to say, right? But now I've put in the reps, let's just say. Put in the reps, and now I know how to create desire in people. Okay, so that's number one. Just bite-sized videos, 5 minute long, do that. And then networking events. So you go to networking event at least once every single week. You introduce yourself, but introduce yourself in a compelling way.
Okay.
And then on coffee chats. So when you get the directory for this event, book coffee chat with all the women on the call. Not with the goal of signing them as clients. No, that's not how to do it. But with the goal of tapping into their network, right? So depending on how you connect with people, you can say, oh my gosh, Chan, I love the way Chan introduced herself. I think we could collaborate, right? So hop on a
Okay.
coffee chat. That's how you build your network. Okay. And the more you do this, you're going to start signing clients, start getting referrals. But I recommend you start hosting workshops. So just the same way I told Aliyah, put up a workshop. Now, I do exactly what you do. I'm also licensed to do insurance. You never hear me telling people I'm an insurance agent, but I'm licensed, right? But I found a way of speaking about what I do in a compelling way. So it's going to take practice. Now, when I say it's going to take practice, it doesn't have to take 3 to 6 months. You can actually start landing clients in less than a month if you're really hungry for success, right? So host a workshop on Eventbrite and just give value for free. One of the ones that really, really worked for me and I signed clients from is titled What Rich Families Teach Their Kids About Money. So I gave extremely good value to people, teaching my philosophy, and then I invited them to take the next step. So implement those, and you're gonna start getting results. I know we're
Thank you
almost
so
at
much.
time. You're so welcome, Mango, and you feel free to jump on a coffee chat, and I can help you more. Rebecca, and then Dr. Leah.
Okay, so with my last client, so I am pretty big on social media. I join a lot of mommy groups. I join a lot of my kids, like our city stuff, our city events, our kids, like their sports groups. That's how I get my business. 80% of my business is from social media, especially with the mommy groups, because there's so many things that people are curious about. Like, yes, there may be a few of us that are like talking to them, but it's always for me, what works best for me is just more of me basically telling them not to lose hope. Because you just need that one person to like not give up on you, even though it seems like it's not going to be possible. Just don't give up hope, basically, because that's what happened with my last client. They went to like 8 different loan officers, and all the loan officers told them, like, no, we can't do this. And I was all like, don't give up just yet. Like, let's figure this out. Let's start a game plan. It was a long 6, 7 months of a game plan, but they still got it. So, it was a good turnout. Um, but other than that, I feel like social media is a pretty good one on my end, at least, because you get to show them your business, and then outside of business, you also get to show them who you are at home, what the ugly side is. And people like to see the real you besides just the constant business, 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 business posts. So that's why I personally like using social media, just because I'm not gonna always be formal upfront, or I'm not always gonna look the prettiest and look the best every single time, where it's like, I still have three little kiddos and they make me look like a mess. So that's why I like posting everything on social media, just because it makes you look more real in my aspects. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Rebecca, for sharing that. I love that so much. Thank you. Go ahead, Dr. Leah.
Yeah, thank you, Joy. I just want to get back to Aaliyah's question and pretty much, I think helps everyone. You was talking about you tried to work Eventbrite. And one of the things I had to discover also it had to do with learning strategies. And again, Joy teaches strategies. And like she said, this is unscripted. I didn't know if I was going to have time to jump on her call today because I just got back in town from the holiday. But I always learn something new every time. But Aaliyah, one of the things about I learned about being on Eventbrite is that prior to launching or putting out whatever you want to speak about, is learning what women in that your audience is looking for. And that's one thing I learned. And once you title or are sharing what the women are looking for, when they go in to search based on what they're looking for, they're going to find you. And that's one of the things that made the difference. And so again, I'm not, saying a lot about trying. I mean, I'm not saying, well, I am saying Joy teaches that. Okay. There's no other way to say that other than that's why you guys are here to learn these strategies. And that's one thing she teaches. She teaches strategies that work. And I learned that because I was where you were. I was where all of you are. I'm just 6 months in, and my business has grown tremendously, not just by getting the clients, but getting the strategy so you can be sustainable. And that's what I learned about with Eventbrite. I wasn't using it, but once she taught how to look for I guess it's the SEOs or what they're searching for, and you table and you target your presentation to what they're looking for, you're gonna come up. And it works. So, and it sounds simple, but her strategies work. They are simple, they're not hard, and they're free. Just like the other lady was saying, social media is a free platform if you learn how to use it well. So, and it's the same messaging really on all of them. But I do find Eventbrite works well for me because I am a speaker, and then I have the coaches program that I can do for my lead magnet. So it's a win-win for me. So I just wanted to, but it's not just for Leah, it's for all of you. But I know Leah said that she's using Eventbrite already. So your husband's right, but you just need a different, you just need a different way to go at it. Because my husband tells me the same thing. What are they paying you? What are you paying? He always like to see, But now that I'm getting paid good, he's like, all right, okay,
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course, of course.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Dr. Leah, for sharing that. And you found incredible success. In fact, in one of your workshops, over 100 people signed up and 51 people turned up live. I actually did the screenshot because I was on the call. I'm like, oh my goodness, 51 people live on the workshop. How incredible is that? So Dr. Leah, I feel like you need to come do a workshop for all of us. All the things you've learned on Eventbrite, come teach us because you're crushing it, Dr. Leah.
I'd be glad to.
So, okay, we are over time, but I'm gonna allow anyone that wants to speak that hasn't had the chance to speak, please go ahead and speak now. Okay, so let's talk about action items. So going into this week, so today's just Monday, what are you going to do differently in your business to start bringing in the number of clients you want? This is the commitment part. Commitment to yourself, and we're going to keep you accountable.
I know for me, I'm going straight to the LinkedIn, the LinkedIn stuff. That's what I'm doing different.
Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else? And while you think of what to say, I'm putting together a small group of women who are going to mastermind and just focus on generating leads and closing sales for 12 weeks. So we're going to do this for 12 weeks. generating leads and closing sales. So imagine being in a community of women who are taking action. So we're not learning what worked in 2019 before COVID. Okay, we're doing what works right now. And for some of us, it is the fear of visibility, fear of what do I say in a workshop? How do I host a workshop? All of those things, that's what we cover in the mastermind. So if you are interested to join, I'm going to put the program guide in the chat. All you have to do is book your call, because obviously I want to make sure you're the right fit for the mastermind. It's for 12 weeks and we're only focused on generating leads and closing sales. That's what we do. Okay, so if you're interested, I'm going to put that in the chat. Go ahead, Chan.
Oh yeah. So what I'm gonna do this week is do a workshop. I did go to the last mastermind last week for the LinkedIn. So I did take action on some of your advice, which was fixing my page up to, make it sure that they feel more, like clear about what I do. And then I also worked on what workshop I'm going to host this week. So I'll be putting that into action this week.
Awesome, awesome. Tiona, thank you so much for messaging me. Can you hear me now? Okay, thank you. Awesome. Chan, I love that you are taking action, because implementation is what gets us the clients. So good. I was also going to share, if you are on LinkedIn, we have a free Telegram group where we go support each other. We support your posts to get your posts seen by more people. So I'm going to grab that link as well. Also, I promise that those who showed up live will get my income expansion blueprint, which is a free tool. I'm going to give you access to that now, if you want to take your income to the next level. So I'm going to drop that in the chat. Okay, I want to give you an assignment. Everybody on the call, here's your assignment for this week. I want people to start reaching out to thank you just from your free content. Okay? For those of you who just recently joined my email list, I'm gonna see if I can find the screen grab of the person who attended and was saying thank you for the amazing feedback, what they got from the workshop. So I want you to create that for yourself. I want people to start reaching out because of how much value they got from you. Now, why do I want you to do this? Because I'm going to tell you why. Let me just share my screen quickly before I tell you, and I'm going to zoom. Obviously, I don't want her details public, so that's why I blurred her name and her title, etc. She said thank you with an emoji. She said, hi Joy, I wanted to thank you for your awesome LinkedIn event yesterday. I got so much from it, actual stuff I can use, LOL. I hope you have a great weekend. Okay, so why do I want you to focus on this? Well, because money is created through value. Okay, so I learned this from my coach, Brooke Castillo. And she said, if you can give value to people that they start thanking you, I promise you, you're going to make hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what she told me. I'm like, really? How do I get people to thank me for free? I'm like, okay, I'm going to host workshops. Okay, so I want you to, your homework is, I want people to start reaching out to you on social media to thank you, to say, oh my gosh, I got so much value from whether your post, your email, or your workshop, or your YouTube video. Okay, so that's the goal, for people to start reaching out to say thank you. Who's taking on the assignment? Are you accepting the mission? 007, right? This is your mission for the week. Yeah, Aliyah is accepted. Okay, cool. I'm gonna grab the Telegram for the person who asked. Who's accepting the mission to create so much value that people find you on? Yeah, Amanda, good. Okay. Let me grab the Telegram group. So for the Telegram group, you need to have Telegram on your phone first. So download the app on your phone first before you try to join. So I'm gonna drop, yeah. Chances accepted, good. Let me see. Accepted, Hango accepted, good. Chan says, where do you host workshop that has the best show up rate? Chan, what do you mean?
Oh, I
You
mean,
can
like,
unmute.
do you do it on like LinkedIn? Do you do it on here on Meetup? Like, what's the best place, or do you just do them in all the places?
Yeah, great question. So I get people to sign up on Eventbrite and Meetup. That's where I promote the event, the workshop. And then for some of them, I do the replay live on my social media, right? So the workshop I hosted last Thursday, I have the MP4, which is the video file. I'm going to upload the MP4 into a tool, and that tool will go live on all my social media. So people see me live on LinkedIn at 10 a.m., but I'm on a different call, right? So I'm live on Instagram, Facebook, like there are many tools you can use. It's called a streaming tool. So you upload the video on that tool and select the time you want to go live on all your social media, and it goes live. Okay. So that's one of the ways you can use technology to grow your business. Okay. So I host the event live, but I download the MP4 and upload to the streaming service, and the streaming service does the replay across YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook. Okay. Great question. Any other question? And please don't worry about looking perfect, right? When I first started, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to look pretty, right? Don't worry about all of that. The people who need your help, they're not going to worry about your makeup. They're not going to worry that you have 200 pounds to lose. As long as you can help them. That's what they want. They want to see that you can help them, and they want to feel your heart. They want to see that, oh, she's a nice person. She has a good heart. And that comes across in your videos, like your YouTube, your workshops. All right. Any other questions before we go? I'm just checking the chat.
Yeah, I have one more question.
Yeah,
You
go
said
ahead.
that there's a tool that you use that will post the live workshops. What is their name of that tool? Is it like Loom or something like that, or
Yeah, so the one I use is called One Live.
One
So I
Live?
can share my screen and show you. I'm gonna hide this. So the tool I use is called, sorry, One Stream Live. So I'm gonna log in quickly here. Show you. Okay, so see, this is the tool. It's a paid tool, but once like I always recommend get your business to at least $10,000 per month before you start buying tools. But this is a tool that has really helped me. So I've connected my YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, right? So all I need to do is I go on schedule, and I can schedule the stream here. So if I go to history, you can see the ones I did. All these were uploaded videos, and all I did was select the time to go live, and people just get notified and say, oh, Joy is live, right? It's completely, the marketing on those platforms is completely different from when you just upload a video. Because when you go live, platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn, they promote that live more because they're like, oh, this person is live on the call, right? So this is a tool I use. I upload the video and I select the time to go live, and then it automatically goes live on all the platforms.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if your business is not at 10K months yet, like I said, I do not recommend paid tools, right? Because the pricing can add up very quickly per month. So use free tools as much as you can, get your business to 10K months, and then you can start leveraging tools that help your business grow even faster. Who's excited to go sign clients? Let's go create clients. Let's go create clients, okay? All right. Have a lovely rest of your day. And
Thank
please leave
you.
me a review.
Thank you.
Leave me a review on Meetup. If you found me on Meetup, we have Meetup US, Meetup Canada. It just helps more people see the events I run, and it will really, really help me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.